So this is all the pieces that you get. It's a lot of parts. Took me about 2 hours to get everything built. So my wife bought 2 of these. So it is kind of small, on the small side. Comes with this remote here. You can change the colors and things. So and you just stick a light that comes with it underneath there. 2 outlets, 2 USB ports. Okay, here's the first step. Find panel 4. This is panel 4. You're going to find these tracks here that have the wheel in the bottom corner with the 2 holes above it, and it lays flat. So those are the ones you're going to use. And then it's got a little divot here, and here, and just like the picture shows. And you're going to line that up with the first hole there on the left, and it'll be a second one on the right. And you do the same thing with the other one. And you're going to use the screws D. So we go over here, letter D, those ones. Okay, so you want to tighten it until this thing doesn't move. You don't want any slop in here. If you need a little bit more leverage than the screwdriver comes with, you can get a bigger one. Just don't over torque it. You don't want to strip it. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing with panel 5. You want to get the one that lays flat like this with the roller on the right bottom corner, the 2 screws above it. You can put the screw right there on the end, and then the other one that lines up there. Okay, you're going to go back to panel 4. You're going to take your dowel, stick it in there. It doesn't say to use wood glue, but you could. I'm not in this case, but so you put your dowel in there, and then you're going to take this and you're going to screw this in. And you do the same thing here on the other side. Okay, so next you're going to take your panel 2 with the slot on the right side. You can take 2 of these from B, your cam locks, and you're going to make it so that the Phillips screw is facing you, and there's a little arrow on here. So you want that opening to be down, facing the hole. So like that. And do the same thing here on the other side. Okay, and then that is going to stick onto here. Those metal pins are going to go into those cam locks. Next you're going to take your panel 6. You're going to line it up here on the groove and lock it into place there. It should line up like that. Okay, so you're going to go back to your panel 5, put your dowel in, and you're going to screw these pegs in here again. Then you're going to come up here and you're going to insert your cam locks. Okay, so same thing. You want the Phillips slot facing you and the arrow pointing up towards the hole, so you have a big slot there, and then you just stick that in there. And you're going to do the same thing over here. So you're going to take this panel 5 and you're going to flip it over onto here, or however is easiest for you. Just make sure that this piece here is in the slot and also in this slot. And then you'll just tighten down these cam lock screws clockwise. If these dowels fall out when you flip it upside down, you can just stick them in on this side if that's easier. Okay, so basically you're just going to line that up. Make sure this falls into this groove here. And everything looks good. Then you're going to go ahead and tighten down these 2 cam locks. Next you're going to take your panel 3, the one that has a slot on the side, and make sure that the slot goes into this. And you're going to use the screws E to put it in. So like this, you line up the slot with the side of the that panel, and then the 4 screws will go in there. So before you put these screws in, you're going to put these dowels in here, all 4 corners. Just make sure that that board there goes inside the slot. You don't want to damage it, so it should be flush when you're tightening it down. So next you're going to take your panel 1, pop off these protective caps that are on the corners. You're going to screw these into the 4 corners and take your dowels and put your dowels into the 4 corners also. So next you're going to take your cam locks, same thing, Phillips screw facing out, facing you, and you get the hole there, and you're going to line that up with the little arrow that's on there. So that drops right in place like that, and you're going to do that to all 4 corners. Then you're going to take your panel 1, and you're going to put this opening here towards the back, the same side that has the back panel. So it's basically going to be like this, and then go together. If it's easier, you can flip it on its back like this, and then install everything. Okay, so I got the cam locks in. The arrows are facing the holes, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the dowels on this side instead, because when I flip the panel over, they fall out pretty easily. Okay, so I got the cam locks in, the dowels are in place, and then you're going to put this with the hole towards the back, same side as the back panel is on. Okay, and everything sits on like that, and then you're going to go and tighten down these 4 cam locks. Okay, so you flip it upside down like this bottom panel. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws here. You're going to take one of these so that this hump is facing away or towards you, and you're going to put it like that so that this flat end is towards the center and this pointed end is facing the corner. So once you get these 4 bases on here like that, then you're going to take the feet and you're going to screw them in to these holes here. After that, you're going to stick one of these round pads to the bottom of every foot. Okay, so that's how it looks with the 4 legs on. Okay, next you're going to take 10, 9, and 8 and just put all the grooves so that they all line up together. And this is going to be where your bottom piece is going to go. So you're going to put these together and you're going to screw them in through the sides here with the E screws, these ones here. So make sure that this slot is on the inside. So basically you stick your screws through here. The slots are on the inside. Line them up with the little divots drilled in, and then you're going to tighten it down. Okay, so tighten them down so everything looks kind of square and flush. Square on the outside, and then same thing here, just start it with your finger and then tighten that down, try to get it so it's parallel. Okay, so once you get those 3 sides together, you're going to take this number 11, you can put it so the nice side is up, and then just line it up with the slots here and slide that all the way in. Then make sure it goes into this groove here. Okay, next you're going to take your number 7, that's the face of the drawer, and you're going to stick your these 4 of these pins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you get these pins screwed in, they're nice and straight. Then you're going to take these cam locks, and same thing again. You go in through the side, Phillips like that, facing you. You're going to have the arrow pointing towards the hole here. And just put all 4 in like that. Then you're gonna, once you get those 4 in, you put this in and you'll tighten those cam locks down. And then make sure that this slot here lines up with this, and then make sure this is tucked in all the way. Okay, next you're gonna take the handle, and right on the inside of this, you have a couple of holes here. That's gonna line up like that, and you're gonna use the letter D screws. So next, you're gonna try and find these tracks here. You want to find the one that's going to make it so that the wheel is away from the face of the drawer. So it's going to sit like this basically. Once it's all the way pushed back, you'll see that a hole lines up here and a hole lines up here. And you're going to use the the D screws to put this in. Okay, so do not over tighten these. They will strip out. If that does happen to you and it just keeps spinning, you can use some of these extra holes here. I think there's some spares here. Okay, so once you get both of those in, and yeah, maybe stick with the smaller screwdriver so you don't accidentally over torque those. So then, if you want, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all these stickers here. You don't need them anymore on the inside of your drawer. Okay, so that's one drawer there, and you just put it in so that this wheel goes over the other one that's in there, and you just tilt it up a little bit, and that's one drawer done. So you're going to do the same thing to make the other drawer. Okay, so next, once you get the drawer in, you're just going to drop your cord in through here, and you're going to screw it down with the screws D, and they show the outlets on the electrical outlets on the left and USB on the right. It may not matter, but I'm just going to match the drawing. Okay, to get the wire fed through, just drop this down. It's got the pre-drilled holes there, and then you just screw it down. So next they give you this little pouch here. This is an LED strip. This is the cord for it. Here's your remote control and a manual. So we're gonna open this guy up here. Okay, so you're gonna take the tape off and then unravel this. Okay, so you have 3M tape on one side, and you also have 3M tape on this plug here. So what they tell you to do is kind of go diagonal across from the front right to the back left. You can do it however you like. I did similar. I'll show you here in a second what it looks like. So this is it. The LED strip stuck up there. It goes all the way across to the back left corner. And then it just kind of turns. And I stuck the plug up there like that. And then you just plug in your cord, the white cord that comes with it. You can plug it right into your USB port. So on your remote control, you just pull out this piece of plastic here. It just pulls right out, and then it allows your battery to work. So also here's the manual for the LED strip. Apparently you can use an app also to control the lights if you don't want to use your remote control there. So there's that. And if you want to see page by page what the manual looks like, in case you didn't get one in yours, I guess some people said that they didn't have that. But this is basically what I just walked through step by step. So they give you this strip of stickers here. That's to probably to cover the cam locks that are visible there. So you get 4 of them, 2 on each side. And then you'll have 2 spares. So I guess if you ever get any kind of scratch or ding or whatever, you can probably cover it with that if you wanted. And then you want to put them on in the same direction as the grain. So it has grain on the sticker here. And here's your remote. So you can turn it on, change the colors. Yeah.